Hello. This presentation is going to be on the article titled Leadership Styles in Interdisciplinary Health Science Education. And this was about the Bolman and Deal's four-frame model. For a brief introduction, the Institute of Medicine advised U.S. policymakers to deliver a more patient-centered healthcare system as a part of an interdisciplinary healthcare team. And the emphasis of this team delivery to healthcare, they said, requires profound changes in the healthcare system. And because when there's lots of changes that need to be made, the Bolman and Deal's four-frame model, four frames is a model for leadership and an opportunity for skills that are currently being missed to help make that big organizational change. It starts by discussing leadership theory. So just to review the four frames, there's structural frame, which consists of organizational charts, rules, policies, and procedures, and focuses on chains of command. And it relies heavily on data analysis. And then there's the human resource frame, which is all about people. It values feelings and relationships and a balance of needs and expectations. Then there's the political frame, which is conflict and competition. The skills it uses is persuasion, networking, compromise, and negotiation skills. And the fourth frame is symbolic. So the leader uses ceremony, myth, and ritual to create team spirit. You think of somebody who's really enthusiastic and motivating. So using more than one frame at a time makes a more flexible and adaptable leader. Bolman and Deal also created a 32-item survey that's passed out to colleagues to fill out to assess the skills of their leader. And so this study assesses the occupational therapy program directors, nursing chairs, radiation therapy program, medical residency program directors, and use that item survey to assess their leaders. And when all the results were tallied up, all of them showed that human resource frame was being used more frequently than any other frame. So it's not really surprising that human resource was the most common frame because healthcare, well, they value respect of the individual, patient, client advocacy, fairness and delivery of care, and humane application of healthcare treatments. It's also the most comfortable for leaders since it's in their background in education. And the second most common frame was structural, and that's because healthcare also emphasizes accountability. The least used was political. So leaders really need to gain skills in political because even though it's in healthcare where the human resources used more often, it's still needed in healthcare. So they really recommend that these leaders gain skills in negotiation, analysis, power, and politics. And instead of using one frame, the human resource frame, to use multiple frames. They also suggest to invest in comprehensive leadership development programs where they can learn how to do that, and advise to find and use a mentee mentorship outside of the healthcare system for a different skill range, to create leadership teams with each member a different emphasis on each frame, and the last one is to actually recruit from outside of health science, although that one is least recommended. So in conclusion, with this change of healthcare and the emphasis on interdisciplinary, it needs leaders who have diversified skills, and using the four-frame theory to evaluate leaders and help them develop a plan on how to increase and diversify their skills to make it more of a successful change. And there's your reference. Thanks.